Well, this is our second bye week. Gave the girls Monday and Tuesday off. Got back after it yesterday. Watched a lot of film yesterday. Lifted. Only on the court about an hour and 50 minutes yesterday. Today we were out there quite a long time, and felt like we got a lot done. We're going to go play a Alabama team that's well coached. They gave us fits here, and they're playing for their postseason life, trying to make the NIT. And so, last year we went over there, got beaten overtime. I expect a very dangerous team, very competitive team. Christy does a great job, her staff, and they've got good players. So we'll have to be ready to play on the road in this league every night. You better be ready. So hopefully we'll go over there and play well on Sunday.
You talked after the last game about having a player like Kendra on the bench and having an experienced player come off and make some contributions like she did. How has this team not fallen victim to having some more experienced players who are not playing a lot kind of be a divisive force within the team, because it seems like the team chemistry is really strong this year?
Yeah, I think you got to give our kids credit for that, especially those that are coming off the bench. Kendra's just been a joy to coach. A very unselfish young lady, tremendous mother, and I give her mom a lot of credit for the way Kendra is. But Kendra's been wonderful, and I think you got to give her, Van, who started last year, who's now coming off the bench for us. You got to give those kids a lot of credit for their unselfishness. They don't have the quote-unquote eye on the forehead, and I think that's what makes our team special. We have 14 young ladies. They all have a specific role. I wish I could play all 14 of them, but it just doesn't work that way. And so, again, I think that speaks to the character and, again, to their background even before we got them.
Victoria, what have you learned from Kendra? Because y'all usually you're the one that subs in for her and vice versa when they come in and out. What has she meant to you as a senior this year?
She's been there for me a lot. Like, she brings the energy when I don't have it, because I don't have it a lot of time. And she's just a good person to look up to, because she has a great attitude. She's very energetic. She don't talk back. She always on top of her game anytime she gets a chance. So just looking up to her means a lot. Great role model.
Can you talk about getting all the national and league-wide recognition as a freshman? What does that mean to you?
I don't try to worry about it, because we still have more games to play, and my team got to win games.
Bree, can you talk a little bit about the seniors and the competitiveness that they help bring to the practices to help some of the younger players? You don't qualify as young anymore. So.
I think I do, but seniors, they bring, like Coach always says, Van and Dama are energy, people. So they bring the juice every day to practice. So starting off with Van, we need Van every day. She keeps practice going, and she's always got just another level. I don't know. She's always got energy. KG's always knocking down shots during practice. They're just running the floor, running the team, and I'm missing somebody right now.
JJ.
Martha. You always got Martha in there. So I don't know. Like their mixture competition is always good, and that it's like, even though it's competitive, they're still teaching us. Even though it's still competitive every day. So I don't know, it's good.
How do you think that you guys have been able to have such a strong chemistry this season with so many kind of different, seniors? Sharice is the only junior I know, but and the younger classes with the sophomores and the freshmen?
I think it starts when when freshmen first get here. Last year we had good chemistry, so it just continues over. And when the freshmen first get here, we gotta get to know each other. And then I think the trip in Europe helped too, because we had a lot of team bonding and chemistry time.
That trip is really invaluable. And again, I'll go back to the question that he asked Victoria. She realizes her teammates are a big part of that. When she got the award yesterday, I think there was a write-up in the local paper, and her quote was, she gave her teammates a lot of credit. And She is. She's focused on winning. Victoria was great today in practice. She was one of my leaders today in practice, and I'm asking for leadership from anybody. You know, it doesn't matter, senior, junior, freshman, sophomore. And I've seen Victoria. She is becoming more and more like one of the greatest player I've ever coached, in that she has a pure joy for the game. Doesn't matter if you're practicing or playing, and the lights come on, and she's gonna have a good day, and she just enjoys playing. Bree's the same way for the most part. When it comes time to step between the lines, they have a pure joy of the game. And you know, our chemistry this year, again, I think we've got a lot of uniqueness to everyone. I mean, we really do. Some are more like each other, some are completely different from each other, but I think, again, you got to give our kids a lot of credit for their ability to adapt to one another and respect one another. You're not going to have chemistry on a team, especially with 14, unless there's a level of respect, but I think also they just have fun with each other. I made the comment today in practice, I feel like the ringleader of the circus sometimes, and I've got the tigers and the lions and the elephant. I got everybody, you know, and I'm trying to wear the top hat and get them all in the right spot. And you know, day like today probably wasn't our best day practicing, but you know, that's the challenge of coaching. And again, it's having young kids that really are happy.
So Danielle Adams, that player?
Yeah. And I've coached some great ones. I mean, Aqua on my staff was a great one. She brought it every day. She had the intensity that you want, that bulldog point guard mentality. You know, Sydney Carter had it. Marianne Baker brought it every day. Skylar Collins brought it every day. And, you know, those are kids that you look where they are now, and they're there for a reason, because I like them. It's because I like them and I know what their work ethic is, you know, and they have that championship mentality. So you try to convey that to these young ladies and to our team. You're trying to teach life lessons. And so.
It appears at times, Coach, that Alabama has really played well in the league this year. Just talk about what you see from them.
Man, I'm telling you.
Challenge.
Yeah, I mean, they've been in just about every ball game. You know, again, Christy does a tremendous job. Her husband's her assistant coach, and you know, that staff's been together a lot. They were together at Texas Tech, so they have great chemistry with their staff. But those kids play extremely hard. They play a different style. They're going to trap us on the half court and do some things differently. And again, they gave us fits here. I mean, it's a 45-41 with 4-something to go, and you know, the end score is no indication of how close that ball game was. So we're going to have to really execute. You know, we turned it over 27 times the last time we were on the road, so that always, it's a different environment. They play in a different arena that gets loud. They've been having some decent crowds, and so it gets loud in there with, you know, the people that are in there. So I think we're taking a couple bus loads over, and I'm going to need them all there, and then some. So, but they do a great job. Play with a lot of heart, a lot of energy, a lot of passion, and again, they're in a spot now where they need to win a game to get to postseason. So you know you're going to get their best shot.
Victoria, is the game starting to slow down for you? Is it feeling like high school, or are you still on that learning curve of becoming a dominant college basketball player?
It's not like high school.
Is it slowing down at all? Like, are you starting to?
I mean, I'm starting to grasp the game and play a little better, and you know, just get positive feedback all the time. But I won't say it's slowing down because everything's still fast. So.
Victoria, can you talk about coming into the team and the chemistry that you saw when you first got here, and how that chemistry has remained the same, or how it's changed at all, if it's changed?
Like Bree said, the year helped a lot because sometimes, you know, freshmen was like, we sticking together. But like, we had to get through the team, so we got the year, everybody like came in, knew we was all one, so, and it carried over to the season, and now hopefully it keep on carrying over for years and years and years.